every week we have a new guest picker.
That's true.
3 weeks ago, Bill Connolly, SBNation.com.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago, Lana!
Yeah.
Lana Berry.
Yeah.
She joined us. And a week ago, Jeff Pearlman, noted author, joined us. This week, I mean, we had... Well, I don't want to spoil it. Here is our college football guest picker, Greg Howard. Max, every week, we have a special guest college football picker. We like to scour the world and find the most...
For the best people.
The best college football minds in America.
Yeah, experts is what we call them.
So it is. We are pleased to welcome in from the New York Times. Simply put, one of the most compelling writers in America right now, and also somebody whose parents clearly love them enough to give them the best name in the world.
Without two G's.
It is Greg Howard. How are you, Greg?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I think you are the first person other than me named Greg that we've had on the show. We were trying to think this up. This
can't be true.
I don't know. Greg.
If it's true, it's a blessing.
It really, honestly, it is. It's a blessing. I do want to ask you. You left Deadspin, and now you are over at the New York Times. Can you maybe compare and contrast the newsrooms at Deadspin and the New York Times?
How much time you got, man?
All right, we got. I got a second. Yeah.
I think the starkest difference is that there are corny dads and moms to be had here at the New York Times, where at Gawker we only had a couple. Short of that, I guess it's the same. I don't know.
Aside from it being like,
just, I'm hanging out with corny dads now instead of corny 20-somethings. You know.
I guess that's true. And now, you used to be. I know. My first exposure to you was when you were writing for the Dallas Observer here in the DFW Metroplex. When's the last time you were in Texas?
The last time I was in Texas was probably the day that I drove out of Dallas. Let me make sure that's definitely true. Yes, I think that's almost definitely true. Yeah, I left Dallas, and I keep saying I'm going to come back, but it's doubtful at this. Just between you and me, I'll probably never go back.
Okay. No, well, I mean, it is kind of far away. And so I want to take you back to your time in Texas, because we are primarily a show about food. And so what was your go-to food item maybe when you were here in Dallas, in Texas?
No question, gas station tacos, man.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Can't beat them.
Where is it?
Fuel
Where's
City.
The gas station? It's the Fuel City, and it's got that random steer in the yard. Yeah, that was my go-to. I go there for lunch, dinner. I didn't have any friends really, so that
tacos
was me treating myself. When I got paid, I would go to the gas station and not fill up and just eat there instead.
Listen, that's not a rare proposition. No. And then so how is the taco situation in New York then?
It's strong, man. It's strong. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
If it's not. People aren't throwing around world-class tacos all willy-nilly like they were in Dallas.
Sure.
But, if you know where to look, and if you got a couple of dollars to spare, you can get some good tacos, some good burritos, man, some good tortas. I live near a couple of the Mexican places.
Okay. And now we
hold our own up here.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. And then perhaps the most important question, Max is a Liverpool supporter. Mm-hmm. And I'm currently holding a...
Oh, it gets worse. Don't worry.
I'm currently holding a Queens Park Rangers mug.
Yeah, see?
And,
wow.
Yeah. And you...
Wow.
Why am I here again?
That's what most people say. So as an Arsenal supporter, why did you make the decision to hate freedom?
I don't know how to quite answer that cleverly on the spot.
How often do you and Piers Morgan talk?
I hate freedom. Oh, we talk every day. Yeah, that's my mentor.
You guys are just like Slack chatting back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just talk about how Arsene Wenger and black people are garbage. I need to get out.
Right.
Yeah, that I gotta tell you that
he's at least half right. At least half right.
I gotta tell you that sounds like both you and Piers Morgan. Honestly, just knowing you, that sounds a lot
identical.
It's Greg Howard of the New York Times here to be our guest college football picker for Week 4. If you look at the standings, Jeff Pearlman now in the lead. Week 3, he went 4-1 with his picks. Second place, actual college football expert Bill Connolly went 3-2, and in last place currently at 1-4 is Lana Berry, internet sorcerer. So, Greg, all you gotta do is beat one.
Yeah,
that's there. So, here are the games. Picking games with Greg Howard. We start in Houston. North Texas takes on Rice. I do have to tell you that friend of the show, Bun B, is a guest lecturer at Rice. So consider that when you pick North Texas against Rice.
Okay. I'm going to pick North Texas.
Okay.
Shout out to Bun B. I'm picking North Texas, I think because my personal friend, Daniel Roderick, teaches journalism there. I know nothing else about the team.
Okay.
I assume they're both really bad this year.
They're not great. Neither of them I would think would. I don't think either of them are going to be playing for national championship.
Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Well, I just got to get 2 right?
Yeah,
so I feel like I can burn a potential.
That's
a gamble, but that's okay.
Overpick or North Texas.
Listen,
this is strategy.
This is strategy. I appreciate that, and they might win. There's a
true.
Now here's one.
I wasn't certain they had a football team. Actually,
they do. They do, believe it or not.
Okay.
That's
news.
11 guys on each side too. It's weird. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Now down in San Marcos, number 6 Houston takes on the Texas State Bobcats. This is I'm going. If you get this one wrong, I'm going to warn you about it.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll go with Houston. Shout out to Texas State, of course.
Of course.
Right.
I'd be remiss if I didn't do that, but Houston's got this. This is an easy lock, right?
I think that's the easiest pick on this board.
Right.
In my
I think you got one in the bag already.
I think that one's pretty safe.
Already.
Now tonight, Friday night on the Hilltop in Dallas, TCU visits SMU. The battle for the Iron Skillet. Greg Howard, TCU and SMU.
Yeah.
I think my frogs. My Horned Frogs are gonna roll into Dallas and beat that Methodist butt.
Okay.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
All right. Yeah.
My Horned
Those
Frogs.
rich kids at Southern Methodist. Yeah.
Right.
I think my Horned Frogs might be the most like between this and the and the Arsenal stuff is that's really stuff. Okay. Down in Waco, Oklahoma State takes on Baylor.
I got Baylor because life is bad and unjust and probably meaningless, and bad people always come out on top, and so Baylor will coast.
Bleak view
of
the
world. Very, very bleak view, but I can't necessarily argue with the pick. And
okay.
finally, 8 o'clock Saturday
50-50.
night at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, the Arkansas Razorbacks take on the Texas A&M Aggies. Greg Howard, your pick.
I'm rolling with Johnny Football.
Okay, Johnny Football, of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's A&M, right? Okay, that's A&M.
Does he still have eligibility left?
That is, we need to check on that.
Check with the NCAA on that.
I'm gonna call the clearinghouse when we're done with this interview, and we will.
You can always get around the NCAA, man.
That's
absolutely
right. True.
He
is Greg Howard of the New York Times. Follow him on Twitter, Greg Howard88. Greg, appreciate your time and enjoy the tacos.
Thanks for having me, guys.